were a group of us women. At that time, many of them worked in the city of Pontiac when Pontiac Motors was actually in the city. And we kind of happened to notice, we were volunteering for a shelter in Pontiac. We happened to notice driving in that there were all these dogs outside and all these animals outside. And at that time, large packs of stray dogs. That we thought, since we're out here all the time, we need to do something about this. Ultimately, we just started with the 4 of us girls and getting dog houses, getting food, getting straw, and we started visiting some of these addresses. At that time, we knew there was a huge need, and that's how the branch of the company actually formed. Our goal is to try to educate an owner on the proper pet care for their animal. Should you choose to keep your animal outside, it must have proper shelter. You need to be very careful of the chain, and you can't just put a chain around an animal's neck and leave it like that. That we offer proper collars, proper chain, a good supply of food, a good supply of water. We also work with the owners on spaying and neutering their animals. We bring loads and loads and loads of straw, fill up the entire doghouse, and make kind of a porch area for the animal. Right now, as the weather is kind of in flux, the mud factor is huge, and there are many animals that we approach that are almost up to the top of their arms in mud. Mud is cold, obviously it's wet, it will freeze overnight again. We try to get rid of a lot of that mud by laying down tons of straw and at least give the animal an area where they can lay to have some warmth, instead of just laying on something that's frozen solid or laying in a doghouse, maybe even a fiberglass or wood doghouse, with nothing. Thankfully, there are a lot of good citizens that live in the area that do care about animals. We get a lot of phone calls from neighbors that may have another neighbor that's not doing right by their animal. We do, because we've been out there for 15 years, many of these addresses will be on recheck lists for us. So we don't just go once and then they never hear from us again. In some cases, we will stop 3 and 4 times at the same address in the same week if we have concerns about the address. And because all of these addresses that we do visit are all logged and computerized, it's very easy for us to pull up a recheck list, and that's exactly what we do for the following weekend. In almost 18 years that I have volunteered for rescue, I have never had so many phone calls of people needing assistance for food. Ultimately, we want those people to call us, so whatever we get in donations, we just hand it right out. There's no reason for the food to sit in some warehouse and collect dust or mold. Get rid of it.